I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire.
Hey, best friend, don't drink that water. Hey, mommy needs to put sunblock on you. You're burning. You're tan like your grandma. My mama was. So what we have going on over here is the boys have been bugging us to sleep outside. Whoa! Maybe that should have just been left in the ground. I need to get a shovel and break that off.
Yeah, I was pointing out.
Oh, excuse me. So what we have going on over here is the boys have been bugging to go outside, to sleep outside. It's finally warm enough for them to. So we went to Walmart today and got them their own 2-person tent to sleep in. So, and air mattresses, new sleeping bags.
Yeah, we got sleeping bags.
And they're super excited.
I also got an extra blanket on my bed.
If you've been following me for a long time, you know that my kids would sleep out in the backyard at the house in a tent. Well, now they have. It'll be like actual camping now. You're in the shade, but still, just to be safe, we'll spray some on you. Somebody told me it was child abuse because I had the kids in the sun the other day.
Oh wow. Those kids have never been in the sun.
Right. The thing bouncing around Instagram says save the tomboys. I agree.
The juice is coming out.
Oh my gosh, Lemon, you're squishing it. She's over here. She's like, look what I got. Mike, what do you got? A bug? She's like an ant. The juice is coming out. Squishing the bugs. While they're working on that, I'm going to fertilize the garden. It's been in dire need of being fertilized. We're getting a lot of freaking rain here. So the garden's getting plenty of water, but it needs to be fertilized because I've only fertilized it once. So I'm going to do that now. And the broccoli leaves actually look really sad. Look at them.
Yeah.
What in the heck? It's really, they need food. So I'm going to go do that. So what I'm going to use, I have two options. I can use these earthworm castings. It's plant food. Or I can use this Super Thrive. I used this the first time. I think I'm going to go with this one this time because I haven't used it. And this one smells like fish poop. It's organic, so, I mean, it doesn't bother me. I just don't want to smell fish shit right now. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one. This is great for outdoor uses. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to use it. I'll figure that out. Freya, you're taking a bath in the buckets. The directions say to just sprinkle this stuff on the soil. I'll get your pool filled up in a minute, okay, baby? Let me do this first. I always get distracted and I forget to do this. Have a glove on, my love.
Mommy.
Hey, baby.
Mommy.
Hi, baby.
Mama. Oh, goodness. Can I help you, Mom?
You can water the flowers with the buckets. I'm going to fill your guys' pool up in a minute.
can I help you do that?
Not this. This is poop.
Oh. I will wear gloves.
Yeah, I got this part.
No.
I need to find your guys' swimsuit.
I'm gonna get so wet. Oh, I have one.
Freya's all wet.
Yeah, Mommy.
No, not this baby.
Well done now.
It's the black handle one, right? Yes.
I'll get that pool box.
I used that entire bag. Hopefully I didn't use too much. I'm gonna have to use the fish smelling crap now for the things I didn't get. It's the girls' little the little sandy area. Again, if you've been following me for a while, every year I get my kids a pool. This is all I can do right now because I don't know how to properly take care of a big pool at the moment with the dirt and preventing to have to clean out a pool every other day because my kids get in and out of the pool constantly. So this one I could just tip over. It's for the girls. That's a little play area. I don't mind dumping this out. The ground will suck up that water as fast as it gets dumped. So they seem happy. That's all that matters. Anyways, back to watering what I didn't get fertilized. I'm using some of the Super Thrive now, and I put 8 tablespoons in this right here, 2 gallons of water. And I'm gonna go water I'm out of breath because, you know, I'm pregnant and out of breath. I'm gonna use these buckets. I've already used 2, but I'm taking a minute with lifting. And I like to pour the buckets in here. It's just easier to water without it splattering everywhere. And a lot of it's from the rain, so rain's really good for your plants. But now I'm gonna fertilize these with this. Make these happy. First I gotta put my phone down because I need 2 hands. Okay, it's pretty warm outside. I'm talking like maybe 70 degrees, but being up here in the desert, I feel like the sun hits harder, or I'm just not as used to the heat because of the cold winter that we had. So I thought I would come in here and try to talk to you guys. Arabella, she's such a hands-on baby that it's really hard to chat publicly with her because she wants to constantly be held, which is okay. I'm not complaining. It's just really hard to talk without Miss Arabella, and she doesn't nap. Oh, so she's right here down here by my feet eating an apple. But I wanted to talk about the whole
Where's my tent? I'm gonna go set it up.
it should be out there. Oh, ask Dad.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to, ask him in a minute. Just let me finish vlogging.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very hot.
Yeah, drink some water. They're in the room. I shut them in the room to
I've
Arabella.
been drinking my coffee.
Make sure you drink water too.
Oh, well, if I still had my water, I would drink it, but dang.
I wanted to jump on here and talk about the amount of judging that people give, especially when they expose their life. I mean, we're exposing ourselves, so it's going to come in all forms of opinions and suggestions and There's lots of lies going around. There's so much stuff when vloggers decide to vlog. When people decide to vlog, that goes out there. But there's just a time when there's like enough of it. Like, come on. The amount of hate that I receive for doing a lifestyle like this for my children, for my family, is insane. I don't think a lot of people have an open mind nowadays. I think their mind is so closed and programmed according to what I guess they're programmed to. I'm trying to keep my words small, but understandable at the same time. We chose this life. We chose this life. Now, I do have some children that are older that would never live this way. Maybe one, but not anytime soon. But I do have children that do not live with me, that are older, that would never, ever live the way that we lived. And there's a reason why we didn't live that way for a long time. And that's because, well, for one, we weren't really sure we wanted to live this way. We didn't know how. We didn't know the first steps to take. And we just weren't confident or brave. I guess we were waiting to just stick our toes in the water. And that's what we're doing now. We're vlogging from the beginning stages of our homestead. Like, we have nothing set up. We are setting up. We're not even a year into our property. So we're sharing everything as it goes. And nothing is snap your fingers and done, especially when you're trying to build a homestead. And that's what I'm learning still as somebody being raised in the city, is that it doesn't happen overnight, and you got to be patient. You got to work with the weather. You got to work around the weather. The weather plays a huge role. Obviously, we don't have control of that, so you just got to breathe and take your time. And to Austin, go out there and help your brothers.
Okay.
And be patient with it all. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand how we could live this way. And it's a choice. It's kind of like a choice how we don't understand how some people can go house broke. Or some people can go take out a 30+ year mortgage. Or, you know, you don't own your home. The bank owns your home until that home is paid off. So we don't understand certain lifestyles. And certain people don't understand the way we choose to live. And that's great because that's differences. Right? But if my channel does not suit your interest, I guess, or it makes you angry inside, don't watch it, because this is a lifestyle we chose. My children love it out here. They're thriving. You know, we lived in the city in a 3-story house, and it never felt like home. We were always trying to homestead and do as much as we could in our backyard with chickens and turkeys, and it just wasn't big enough. We needed more space, and it's hard. I'm not saying this is easy. There are so many times me and Chris wanted to give up. We wanted to just stop and sell our property and go buy a house somewhere back south. But why? Because it's hard work. That's what it is. It's hard work. This is really hard work. And I've gotten a lot of suggestions on buying a modular. Yeah, we could buy a modular, but we don't want to. The girls are fighting with their water cups. I keep getting distracted. So I guess my whole point is if watching my channel makes you so angry inside, don't watch it. That's really weird. It's creepy as fuck. But people live differently. We choose to live this lifestyle. We do not want to keep up with the Jones. We do not want a white picket fence. We do not want the best of the best. We don't need to work a 9 to 9 job. It's not even 9 to 5 anymore. You need to work like 9 to 9. Husband and wife need to be out of the house to work, to provide properly for their children. We don't want that kind of lifestyle. We don't want our children programmed to sit behind a desk 7 hours a day, to come home to do homework, and then throw our kids into a sport, and then go to bed, and to repeat it over and over and over. And then to graduate high school, to go into college, to go into their 9 to 9 job, to be able to survive, to be able to buy a house that they're going to have a huge mortgage on and work basically until they're dead. So we don't want that kind of programming. We want our kids to learn to work with nature, to work hard for what they get, and to not worry about keeping up with the Jones. I guess an easier, not so political terms. We want our kids to be self-reliant and not dependent on store shelves. the pandemic taught us a lot, especially having a family this big. Going to the store and only having a limit to 1 can of vegetable, 1 can of peach, to not being able to find chicken or beef. You know, we're new, so no, we are still relying heavily on the grocery store shelves because this is baby steps. We are hoping within the next 5 years we have our own meat on the property. Of course not cows, because I think you need like 1 acre per cow, which we could do. Maybe somewhere down the road we could do that and harvest our own beef. But right now our whole goal is to getting more, what's that word? Being more self-reliant, having a larger garden to feed our family. Of course, we're never going to be able to not be able to depend on things, but to depend less on the store. And not heavily, because I'll still depend on my La Croix water and my Dutch Brothers coffee. Maybe in 5 years I won't be saying that, but I'm documenting from the beginning. And speaking of Dutch Brothers, if you haven't tried the Golden Eagle chai tea, so good, so refreshing. It's definitely a try. But besides the point of that, we just we live a different lifestyle. We're not like everybody else. We have a whole bunch of kids. We have kids that want to sleep outside. We have kids that want to be outside from the morning the sun comes up to the morning to the sun goes down. We want the kids, our kids are dirt kids. I've always called me, the younger kids, dirt kids. We have dirt kids who like to be outside. They're like me and Chris. They're up until they're literally just fall over at night. And the amount of people that talk crap about how we don't want to live like they want to live. We don't want to live in a brand new house. We don't want to have 2 brand new cars. We have 2 nice cars that run. To us, they're new. I think they're like 2010 and up. I don't really know because I don't really freaking care. But we're not car broke. We're not house broke. We have family time. We have family time. Mother is in the house. Father's in the house more and more. It's just important that we take it a step back for our children and to breathe, to learn to be real, to breathe, to learn to be self-dependent. And I'm freaking tired and I gotta go back out there. I have a limited time. I'm pretty sure I hear thunder back there, which means the storm's rolling in, which it wasn't supposed to. But by them blue clouds, we're getting a surprise downfall. So that's what I'm saying. We chase the weather and do as much as we can. Right now, my kids have been begging me, Mom, can we sleep outside? Can we sleep outside? Can we sleep outside? And I was waiting for it to hit 50s and up at night because that's cold to me. I freeze my old butt off. But my boys, they have just a want to be outside all the time. So finally I caved. We're having closer to 60s at night. And I'm like, okay, you guys can sleep outside for a while. And it's pretty cute because where they're setting up their tents is where we're working on their cabin. The boys are going to have their own cabin. And I think it's cute because it's kind of like they're sleeping next to their home. I don't know. I think it's really cute. But that's me. That's not like everybody thinks that's... There's some people that think that's so cool. They wish they could have had a life like this. And then there's people that are just like, I need my 2 dishwashers. I need my AC, which we do have AC in this RV. I've gotten a lot of questions on how are you going to stay cool in the summer. We do have AC. And we do have a lake, like literally right there. We walk our little fannies to the lake and swim if we wanted to. But I have a kid that wants her shoes on, so I need to go out there. But I just wanted to lay that out there. Stop with the hate. Not everybody wants to live like everybody. People are different. Not everybody wants to keep up with the Jones. Some people want to live in the dirt. I don't want to live in the dirt. I want a freaking barbed wire fence, not no freaking pokey white fancy. Look at my white fence that my kids would probably wipe their butts on and make brown streaks all over it because I have dirt kids. Anyways, this is the beginning of our journey. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. And if you do like it, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to this chaos. Maybe I'll encourage somebody to take their foot and dip it in the water like we did. Like, I wish I could live like that, but I don't know how. I wish I could live like that, but I'm scared. It is scary. It's extremely scary. And I was really nervous the first few months. But now it's comfortable. I'm comfortable, but it is hard. So I did just want to put that out there. And I'm going to go continue on now with chasing my dirt kids. Although there's 3 of them that are water babies right now. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good day. And that was a 10-minute rant. And yeah, don't forget to stay blessed. So Chris just got off the phone with the county's district prosecutor's secretary. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Because if you didn't know, our dog was busted attempting to chase a deer. I say attempting because he has a messed up phone. He can't run fast at all. So, in case you didn't know and you missed my earlier vlogs, that's completely illegal. We didn't know that, and I didn't know he was chasing deer. But, they would like hunt rabbit on the property here. But deers, they'd always bring back something. Deers are protected in that they would bring back like bones. Obviously old bones that they'd find, or some raunchy, nasty, dead meat deer, because there's a lot of roadkill here around this area from the deers. And I thought that's what they were bringing by. I don't think they ever caught a deer. I'm pretty positive they never caught a deer, like actual.
Yeah.
But they were spotted. He was spotted chasing one, which again,
yeah.
he's so gimpy.
Yeah. Him and another dog, which got picked up from our property, was not our dog.
Yeah.
We're the suspects in the attack, so.
But our dog led the officer back here, which is okay. It's just funny. The officer kind of got a kick out of it too.
He did. It was pretty funny.
But it's a really interesting case, and if you didn't know, that's a misdemeanor. So Chris is a felon because
Not a felon.
Oh, you're not a
That's
felon.
a felony.
Oh, felony.
Yeah.
Darn, that could have been kind of
I'm a
hot.
criminal.
Criminal. Okay, there you go.
I'm a criminal because my dog did something stupid. Not me, and that's why the judge wanted me to talk to the prosecutor, because I wasn't even home when it happened. They broke out of the run, and yeah. We were in Heber.
Oh, that's right, we were in
pregnancy
Heber.
testing done.
Yeah, we were in Heber. We were getting blood work done. I was in my first trimester. Just horrible. I totally, I think, almost died in my first trimester. But
Yep.
for good reason.
So I have court on Monday at 10:30. Yep.
But what did she say? She was going to try. They were going to try.
She said that the prosecutor would contact me Thursday or Friday to try and get this resolved before court even happened. She's all, this is a really weird charge. Even the sheriff, the day that I had to get fingerprinted and stuff, he was an older gentleman. And he said in all of his years as deputy sheriff, I have never seen this charge. And we're in a rural area. You would think that somebody would have gotten this charge at some point or another. But no, I'm the one.
Especially with all the dogs that were running free when we first got here. They're no
It was
longer
a huge
running free.
crowd.
I think we all got busted.
Oh no, there's
and
still one that keeps running free. I keep seeing it now out on the road when I'm leaving to go to work. It's a different dog. Like I've never seen it before, so it's got to be
So
something
someone
new. Out
new.
here. Yeah. And they probably don't know either.
They probably don't know. We need
But
to.
even the wildlife officer said, he's like, out here in these rural areas, in the city, in the town, it's illegal to have your dog off a leash at all, or in your yard. He's all, but out in these rural areas like this, he's like, I wouldn't even think anything of seeing some dogs running around out here until something like this happens. And it just so happens, like, what put people on edge around here and what made that person really take note that my dog was, harassing a deer was earlier, mid-season last year, a pack of dogs took down a elk on the other end of the lake. And it was on the news and everything. So, yep, people are on edge. They see it, and yeah.
And that's understandable, and it's good.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's what I told the wildlife officer too. I was like, I'm a hunter and a fisherman. I don't want my dog doing something like this. It's the last thing I want. So, yep.
Yeah, so that's why our dogs no longer run free around our property. I've gotten some questions and comments. They're still here. We are trying to rehome Elka. I think we're going to keep Otto. Elka's the one that... She wasn't caught chasing the deer, but she wants to kill our livestock. She tries to get out of her coop, her run all day long, trying to eat our birds, and we can't have a dog that's going to kill our food for her pleasure. She doesn't eat it. She just wants to play, and it's not healthy.
As
way to
much
play.
as she's fun with the kids,
She's
like, she's
perfect.
Right there with
She's
you
perfect.
guys.
Yeah.
Otto sits back and watches everything.
He's a
So,
straight up guard dog.
Yeah,
He's perfect.
He knows his job. Sadly, he thinks deer are food. But I think I can correct that with enough, as the wildlife officer said, with enough shock therapy.
He said he had a problem with his dog. He has
Yeah.
problems with his dog too. Same
Yep.
breed, right?
And he suggested a very specific shock trainer. He uses it. He still has to use it to this day with one of his dogs. So I take that to heart. You know, having a wildlife officer tell me that, I will do that.
So yeah. Oh, and which leads me to another thing on the whole rumors going around with our kids being taken away with CPS and us running from the feds or running from, I'm not really sure who.
You can't really run from the feds when you're going to court.
You can't really run from the feds when you're on a government program, WIC, for one. Chris has been at the same job for over 5 years. And,
Well over 5 years.
yeah, he's got a court date. So there needs to be a new rumor or something because that rumor is kind of debunked. Sound like a freaking idiot. But anyways, yeah, that was kind of interesting. So if you don't know and you're moving to a rural area, don't let your dogs run.
Yep.
We learned fast. And I guess so did some of the officers around here and even the chief or whatever, district attorney, whatever, district
or county
prosecutor. It was all new to everybody. So it's an interesting little case there that happened to be us. It's just our luck, always our luck. But that's okay. It's kind of a funny, not funny, but funny in a way too.
It's going to cost me money.
It's going to cost us money. So,
Probably
yeah.
be on probation.
You know what you need? Oh, no, you don't need. Josie, you need an ankle monitor. That would be hot. It'd be really bad
You
criminal.
have to pay for an ankle monitor.
What?
Yeah, it's
What the heck?
$250 a month to be ankle monitored.
$250 a month?
Yeah,
Dang, that's more than like a cell phone.
right?
What in the?
I only found that out because of my coworker that is now in jail.
So yeah, my boys have been begging me to sleep outside, and we've had a harsh winter, and now that we're basically into the 60s at night, I'll let them sleep outside. We got them these little tents from Walmart. Chris was not thrilled about me wanting to get cheap tents from Walmart, but it's better than waiting from Amazon and they wanted to be outside like right now. So we got these 2-person tents for each of them. They enjoy it. We got air mattresses in there for them. They don't have to sleep out here. They choose to sleep out here. If you followed me for a long time, you know that my kids sleep in the backyard when we lived in the house. They lived in the tent in the backyard over summer. My kids love being outside. They love tent sleeping. They are me and Chris's children 100%. Completely outdoorsy. Completely just don't give a shit. Live how we want to live. Be free. So their cabin is being built right here. And their tents are right here. So it's kind of fun for them. So what I have planned on doing today for them while I need to fill up this thing. Is the water done? So what I have planned for them today is I'm going to have some freaking guns after the summer. Setting up a solar string of lights in between their tents, which is really hard right now because we keep hitting hard panel. Basically, when we're slamming the things into the ground, I can't think of what the name right now, but as soon as we start slamming the T-posts into the ground, we hit hard panel. Hard panel's like rock, so we're not getting them into the ground. So Chris is like makeshifting something where we can string the lights across and make it look really just camping and fun for them, because I just think it's going to give them great childhood memories.
I'm gonna go in my tent.
I mean, what's life without memories, right? My best memories as a child growing up was camping with my family and the holidays, because my mom always went out on the holidays. I want my kids to have those memories. They're not going to remember every toy we bought. They're not going to remember every electronic device we bought them. They're going to remember things like this. And to me, that's what's important, is them having memories like, those were some good memories, even though it was really hard on me. And
The camel spider.
I'll go squish it.
Do you want to see it?
Sure, let's go see the camel spider.
That's common. Looks like a baby camel. That's a baby camel. That looks like a deer.
Okay, where is it at? It's not in the tent. The tent. It is in the tent. Yeah, we've got another tent over here. This is a schoolroom tent. Which I might be getting a more fancier tent than this white. This. Oh gosh. Is it on the outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in the inside.
Oh my gosh. Got the girls over here playing in their little beachy area. Whatever, it is what it is. Don't hit it.
We do math.
Yeah, you could do math. Do what you know how to do though. Don't do anything new that you don't know how to do. Use your school books from last year. The boys are in here. They just took out the solar lights that I had in here, and now they're going to do some math. I'm trying to tell them to wait on the school, but they won't wait. They like doing school all year round, so they're doing some math workbooks in there. Arabella's in there chilling. They're over here. Frey's pissed off because the water's not hot, and she likes hot like me. Daddy's over here doing the spin cycle for me. Oh, here's his makeshift. I need to move this fire pit. I need the boys to move this fire pit for me. Here's his little makeshift T-post. We got to do a dump run tomorrow. But, oh, he me too. So we'll have the one T-post. Here, I'll go to the different angle.
How do those work for you?
Oopsie. There's those rain clouds. Stupid things. That's why I'm always saying we got to do things before the rain comes. We have that much more laundry to do, and the towels behind it. Boys are working on more buckets for me. It looks really trashy right now because I got to clean up, but I got their little solar lights hung between. Now I need to clear up all the garbage between their picnic tables and move the fire pit, because the fire pit's a little too close to everything for my comfort, which means I need to move my van. So yeah, I need to do that still. Look at that. I don't show the boys working a lot because, you know, there's a group of people who are like, make your kids do chores. You're a horrible parent. And then there's the other half. You make your kids do chores. You're a horrible parent. That's child abuse. Look how pretty those thunder clouds are. Ugh. So we have all of our laundry done. Chris is doing the towels right now. I'm going to be taking all this stuff off because it's already dried. And it's just in time because that is coming fast. So I need to zip up the schoolroom tent. If you follow me on Instagram, I shared with this. I wish I would have known about this when I lived in my house, because I would have done this for my kids in the backyard. Is set them up a little tent play / schoolroom. We do school all year round. We take random months or weeks off throughout the year. When I do homeschool free school, when we use programs, it's well, the school's time. I can't think right now. I'm trying to listen to see what Lemon's trying to tell me. No, stay inside. It's gonna rain. Anyways, this is a good idea. If you have little kids that like to be outside like mine, live outside. Not only did my kids sleep outside, but they lived outside in the summertime, even when we lived in the house. So this is like heaven for them, living out here on the property. Seriously, like camping, like they live in camping world. So this is just a little school area room I made for them until we get the school room put up, which will be a minute. We might just order a white duck tent. They're like $5,000, but they're very sturdy and they can last a few years. I might just do that. A reason being is Chris had arm surgery and then hand surgery, and now his other hand's locking up on him, and we have him as the worker and the builder. So we just do with what we got, and this works for us. But it's an idea. I do want to get a little, maybe, I probably won't because of how dirty my kids are tracking the dirt in and out. But if you are in a backyard with grass, you could even put a little rug in there for your kids. When it's hot like now, I take the rain fly off, and I'm getting ready to cover it back up right now because that storm's coming in. I can hear the thunder in the background. But yeah, this is just a North Face tent that we've had. I wanted to show you guys, maybe give you moms an idea for your kids over summertime. I do have this little area right here. It looks all, okay, just set it on top of there. It looks all folded in right now because I have the rain fly half off, but it'll tighten up. But I do have this little area right here for the boys. I need to move that laundry. When it storms like that, like last time, I put all the laundry right there, which I'll probably move the wet stuff, take the dry stuff off. Benny just bought me more wet stuff, and I'll probably put it in there to dry because it's not cold. It's just a summer storm, winter, spring, not winter, a spring warm storm. So I need to hurry and get this covered up. So there we go. Now it's all covered up. You can see it's more tightened right underneath there. So there's just more space for the boys if they want to come out here and drink their hot chocolate, coffee, or tea, or whatever they want to drink in the morning. They can just come out here, and I have the cleaning wipes up there for them because, well, it's like camping year round every day for us. And then in here, we can come out here if it's a warm storm and we want to be outside and hear the rainfall, and that's really nice. It's just, we like it. It's therapeutic for us. But I need to get this stuff in now.